Good morning, millennials.
Welcome back to the Toast and Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having an amazing, gorgeous, beautiful, stunning, and smart and wickedly talented day thus far. I am. Are you?
I am. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be. I'm a little, dare I say, jealous because Turdy Lou is in my house and not my apartment here in New York.
Nope.
She's in my house in Florida, in my studio, body swapping with me.
I forgot how much, time, effort, energy we put into your Florida studio. It's such a peaceful place.
It's an oasis.
Feel like you can do your best work in here. It's great lighting. It's good temperature. I'm loving it here. I'm happy to be at your house. Of course, I wish you were here. But, yesterday afternoon, me and Ben just got the itch. We were like, we got to get down to Florida. We haven't seen them kids in an eternity. And you know what? It was a treacherous journey, but we got here.
I'm really excited for you that you're there. I really am jealous. Like, it sounds really nice to be in Florida right now, in the houses, in my house.
Okay, but it's so hot. It's so hot.
Are you going to swim and stuff? What are you going to do?
Yeah, of course. I got to get this episode over with, and then my suit is on for the rest of the day.
Suit equals on.
I'm taking Kayla to the pool. We're throwing down. We're playing games. We're splashing around.
Are you going to go in my pool?
No.
I guess not.
I feel like your pool probably hasn't been cleaned in a few months.
No, they still come.
Oh, okay. What's the temperature?
I think it's hot because it's so hot.
Yeah.
I think all pools in Florida are really hot right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll figure it out.
The ocean off the coast of Florida, temperature is about 100 degrees.
I saw 101 degrees.
Which is so crazy. That's the temperature of a jacuzzi.
Of a hot tub, yeah. No, that sounds literally miserable.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just stay inside today. We'll see what the day brings. I do want to play pickleball. I brought my pickleball outfit.
Coolio. I have some pickleball gear in my garage if you need to borrow.
Oh, I'm going to need to borrow your rackets and stuff. But I got a really cute tennis dress and set with a skirt from Spanx that I'm really looking forward to trying on.
And you need to make sure Olivia takes out the gift that I gave her for her birthday because it was a pickleball themed gift, and you need to make sure that wench is using it properly.
Yes, ma'am. Will do.
Thank you very much.
Aye, Captain.
Thank you.
So we've got a great show today. It's Thursday. We've got stories. We've got, transatlantic podcasting, which we haven't done in so long. I can't believe we used to do the podcast like this. So far away, so far removed from one another every single day.
I know. Now I'm missing it.
It's nice. I mean, I definitely enjoy your setup over here. It's really peaceful. It's so quiet. I mean, nobody's in your house, so it's ideal podcasting opportunity. I don't know if it's always like this, but so far I'm enjoying myself. Theo's outside in your backyard, running around.
Living life. I got the motion sensor alert that there was motion.
Oh, did you see me in one of your cameras? I gave you a chucked a deuce and gave a kissy face?
Not yet, but I'll go back and watch.
Yeah, I wanted to leave a moment for you on your phone.
Are you going to take my car?
Oh, me and Ben were talking about that yesterday because, the Shapiros have one car, and I figure for however long we're here, we probably will need a second car at some point. And you have, your mom car, and then you have your Tesla. And when the Shapiros ever need to borrow a car from you, they always take the Tesla. But me and Ben were saying how much we love your mom car. It's the easiest car to drive. It's smooth. And a Tesla is a different mode of driving. It's not like how we all learn to drive where the car will move if your foot is not on the brake. It's kind of like a go-kart. It's just go and stop, stop.
You would need, Shapiro knows how to drive the Tesla, so he would just have to brief you. It's not very difficult. You would figure it out quickly, but you would just need a quick tutorial.
No, I like the mom car.
Take it.
It's a nice vehicle.
Enjoy it. That's Zach's car.
Oh, Zach is the mom car?
Yeah. I'm glad someone likes it.
I like Zach's car. It's so spacious. The inside is very luxurious.
It is.
And I feel like people respect me on the road because they're like, oh, she's a mom.
She means business.
Little do they know, she's not a mom. She's just the number one auntie.
She's
common misconception.
Well, she's Theo's mom.
She's also not just an auntie, She's more than that.
What is she?
She's a lover, a fighter, a caregiver.
You need a bumper sticker that says that.
Author, New York Times. Yeah, I'll have that. I'll get to work.
Yeah, so everyone can know.
ever know what's good.
Who they're on the road with.
Right. That she means business. So what's with you? Like, I really didn't talk to you yesterday because I was just so busy, like, flying transatlantically.
What is new with me? Oh, I had a really busy day yesterday because I had a doctor's appointment and then we recorded the Redheads. So it was just busy, busy, busy. And then I was so tired and exhausted and broken. You know how that goes when you're so pregnant and your back is going to break in half?
No, I don't know how that goes, but I have so much respect and sympathy because, like, I know what I feel like after a long day, and I'm just like an out of shape, regular girl. I'm not creating life. I'm not, there's not a basketball under my stomach, Mm-hmm. So I don't know what it's like. And I'm in awe of you every day. And I'm constantly thinking of you.
Thank you. And our couch here is so uncomfortable. Like,
it is.
It's the worst couch. So then in the evenings, like, Harry's like sleeping in our room. So I only go into the bed like when I'm going to read and go to sleep. So I have to spend, an hour or two on the couch, and it's just backbreaking.
No, I don't know. So Jackie's obviously not in her house. She's in a furnished rental. Whoever picked out that couch, we need to talk. First of all, no, I'm sorry. Let's start at the beginning. Whoever manufactured that couch, jail. It's like a couch that they would put in Guantanamo to get people to talk, because like you lay on it for long enough, you're like, oh my God, I'll say anything.
Yeah, anything to get off this couch.
Anything to get off this couch. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the couch, and there's a few ways of configuring it, and people will be like, oh, my friend has that couch. Like, we always put the headrest up. I'm like, what's the point?
No, your friend has that couch. She wouldn't be my friend.
Yeah, I wouldn't be visiting with her.
No, I don't know her any longer.
I miss my couch.
Yeah, well, you could always come over to my apartment, which has the same couch as your house.
Maybe I should go stay at your apartment.
While I'm gone.
While you're gone.
And by the way, I just had the housekeeper come. It's spick and span.
I know. I just have too much stuff to, obviously I'm not going to do that, but that's a nice idea.
Unless you just wanted to take like a mommy retreat. Like Harry and Zach can stay at the Guantanamo house and you can.
That doesn't sound like any fun. I would just be sitting there like, what am I doing? Where's my angel?
But you would just be laying like on my heated mattress and you could watch TV.
I would feel weird laying in your bed.
Why? I just changed the sheets. Like,
no, not
I haven't
weird.
Even slept in them.
Not weird like that. Just like, this is Turdy's lair.
Oh, because that's where me and Ben have sex?
No, I said not weird like that.
Is that why? Jackie, it's a natural part of matrimony. You're just going to have to get on board sooner or later.
I said not like that. It's just like, what am I doing in Turdy's lair without Turdy?
Enjoying, relaxing, creating life?
I'm fine here, and I like my bed here. I finally got my bed here to a really good place.
Okay, my God, no need to attack.
You're attacking me, putting words in my mouth.
Jackie, you know what? It's time you heard it. I have sex. I am a married woman. It's okay.
I don't know what to say to you. I didn't say anything of the sort.
I know what you're thinking. You're like, Turdy has sex. Not my Turdy. My Turdy would never. That's what you're thinking.
No, that's not what I'm thinking.
It's what she's thinking, you guys.
It's not what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So, moving on.
Sure. You want to stop thinking about it?
I'm done. I'm trying to navigate this conversation and I can't.
Because you're just so overwhelmed with images of me having sex in your brain.
I'm on strike.
You're joining.
I'm joining.
Well, guess what? I'm crossing the picket line to get your ass back here because we've got work to do. We've got stories galore. I don't know if I would say galore.
You wouldn't know.
No, I wouldn't know. But like, I was like on my phone all day yesterday, and like I didn't get any crazy People magazine notifications except Sinead O'Connor passed away.
There's no crazy stories, but they're good stories. I feel good about them. I feel good. Okay, I'm not dreading them.
Love that.
I'm not pulling teeth. I think they're 5 solid citizens.
Well, I'm ready to dive in if you are.
Surely Durley. Without further ado, here are the
Without further ado,
here are the Fast 5 stories that you need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you need to know are brought to you by State Farm. The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create a plan that gives you options, so you get an affordable price. And when it comes with a lot of benefits, like the coverage you want, a policy that helps cover what's important to you, and an affordable price that's created just for you. Because after all, life is just better when you can personalize your experiences. I mean, how often are we saying here on The Toast, you know what's more personal than comedy? Food. Poetry. Life is so personal, and insurance should be too, because you're unique, girly. You're different. You're not like other insurance holders. You require your own special plan. So think about it like this. What do your music playlists, podcast feeds, and social media scrolls have in common? They're all a reflection of you. So we all know my social media is full of ASMR, Taylor Swift theories, celebrity news, and that's me because I'm so different and not like other girls. And that's what the State Farm Personal Price Plan has in common too. It gives you options to help you personalize your coverage so that you can protect what you care about at an affordable price just for you, so you can see more of yourself in everything you love. I don't think today's sponsor could be more appropriate. I'm literally sitting in Jackie's insured house because she's a homeowner, and I'm not to rub it in, but she, has different needs than me because we're all so different. That's like the point I'm trying to make here. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com today to create your State Farm Personal Price Plan. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Today's episode is brought to you by Earnin. Life doesn't happen bi-weekly, so why should payday? The money you earn can be in your hands today with Earnin. Earnin is an app that gives you access to your pay as you work, up to $100 per day or up to $750 per pay period. Just download the Earnin app and verify your paycheck. Then you can access up to $100 a day as you work and leave an optional tip. As any money you access, plus tips, are automatically repaid from your next paycheck. So if I needed something like Earnin, this is exactly what I would use, because money sometimes isn't moving as fast as your dreams are, and Earnin provides the financial momentum that you need to keep moving forward. So you can download Earnin today. It's spelled EARNIN in the Google Play or Apple App Store. When you download the Earnin app, type in Toast under podcast when you sign up. It'll help the Toast. Again, you just sign in under podcast, select Toast. It's subject to your available earnings, daily max and pay period max. See earnin.com/TOS for details. Earnin is a financially trusted company, not a bank. Bank products are issued by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Make Earnin a part of your financial routine and join Earnin's over 3.5 million customers who say things like, when I think about Earnin, I think about financial stability and security. It gives me a lot of peace of mind. So again, download the Earnin app, EARNIN, in the Google Play or Apple App Store. And when you download the Earnin app, type in Toast under podcast when you sign up. That's Toast under podcast. Subject available to your earnings, daily max and pay period max. See earnin.com/TOS for details.
Thanks, Turdy.
You're welcome.
And thanks, Earnin.
You're welcome.
Our first story, Travis Kelce says he tried to give Taylor Swift his number at the Eras tour, but ended up disappointed. So Travis took to his podcast, New Heights, with his brethren, Jason, and shared that he went to the Taylor Swift concert this week, and he tried and failed to meet Taylored at one of her stops on the Eras tour. He said apparently the pop star keeps a tight lock on the tour's backstage area and made no exception for him. He said, quote, "I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings." He admitted to being a little butthurt that he wasn't able to execute his plan to deliver a personalized bracelet to Swift. He said, "I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her. The bracelet that he made for her apparently had his number on it, his phone number."
And Jason Kelce, being the P-jum that he is, thought that Travis made her like a friendship bracelet with his football jersey number on it.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, my cell phone number.
Yeah. So he was trying to woo our girl. And I don't know if she knew. I think she probably has like a totally closed door policy, period, like makes no exceptions.
I've seen pictures, like the Lautners saw
true.
her, like very few
but
people.
They were
Kelly and Miles Teller. Kelly and Miles Teller.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
She's very selective. Like, of course, she can't be hobnobbing and like drinking and, socializing. She has only so much energy. Now, I have a few things to say. Would I ship these two in a heartbeat? Absolutely. Am I ready for Taylor to date like this all-American, big old football? Yes, I'm so here for it. Having said all of that, ever since the Super Bowl, I feel like I said this in the weeks after the Super Bowl, and it's still kind of reigning true. Travis Kelce is a little thirsty. Just a little.
Yeah, he is. As much as if Taylor came out, tomorrow and said, I'm with Travis Kelce, deal with it, I would be obsessed. But if you're asking me, like, if I would put the two of them together, I actually would not. I do not think that they're a match. I think that they're so different. I can't see her with him or him with her. Again, if they could overcome their differences and be together, I would support it wholeheartedly. But if I'm playing Raven-Symoné, I just don't see a future for these two.
No, and you are playing Raven-Symoné, so I'm so glad you brought that up. However, I do think that these two should definitely explore each other's bodies. Like, I think that would be an exciting afternoon for them. But on a relationship level, I agree. I don't think they're compatible. I think they'd both be disappointed in the other.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's actually a good match. Having said that, if they fell in love, I'd be so here for it. But mostly because, like, Travis's image and, like, what we know about him, like, I feel like she's always dating, like, British, like, skinny boys.
No, it's not even about looks. Like, she likes a serious guy. She's a serious girl. She's an artist. She likes a fellow artist. She likes someone with depth. And Travis is silly.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Why? I think that's a good thing. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying one's better than the other. Travis is like a jokester. I just don't see them, like, intellectually vibing. I think that's really important to Taylor.
But maybe, I mean, it hasn't worked out thus far with her, deep artist boyfriends. Maybe somebody like light and silly is exactly what she needs. Like, she kind of has, like, such a serious life. Everything she does, she, like, puts all of her effort into, and she takes everything in her career really seriously. So it might be nice to come home to, like, a little bit of a clown.
Yeah. She's never dated an athlete, has she?
No, she's never had an athlete era. And she's, like, playing all these stadiums. Like, it's bound to happen.
Okay, well, maybe she'll see this story. She'll probably write him off.
Just because it's thirsty to then, like, go on his podcast and talk about it,
But he didn't say anything. I don't think so. I actually don't think so.
He didn't say anything bad. He didn't say anything bad.
I don't think it's thirsty that he went on his podcast to talk about it with his brother. I think it's cute.
I think it's a little thirsty.
But you go on your podcast to talk about stuff with your sister all the time.
No. And I'm admittedly an extremely thirsty person.
But I still think Taylor should give you the time of day.
Honestly, as much as I want her to, like, would it be in her best interest? I don't know.
No, Turdy, don't negative self-talk. You'd be a great friend to Taylor.
Also, I watched, like, a bunch of that episode because they were talking about Taylor, and they also did, like, a whole conversation on Madden rankings. Do you know what that is?
No.
It took me, like, a really long time to figure it out, but Ben helped me. So Madden is, like, the game. The game. It's like a video game, and it comes out every year for the NFL and a bunch of different sports. And every year the players get ranked. Out of 100, they get a score. And so they were going over their individual scores out of 100 on the podcast. Travis Kelce got out of 100, 99.
Wow.
Jason got a 92.
Okay.
And then I was just, like, looking up everybody else's numbers. Like, I thought it was so interesting,
Yeah, that is interesting. And it's funny that they're talking about it publicly. Like, I'm sure all the players look at their scores.
Yeah, Kyle Juszczyk posted. He was like, mine should have been higher.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I think it's, like, a cute little thing that, like, little football girlies do.
Well, hopefully that will impress Taylor. Maybe she plays Madden in her spare time to
Maybe
decompress.
she plays Madden backstage after a show.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Well, she knows where to find him if this story reaches her and she looks at his face and wants to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't hurt, to have one date, maybe one, romp in the sack.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
No, I don't see it on a compatibility level.
If they, like, sat down for drinks, what on God's green diddly dally earth would they talk about?
They've both hosted SNL, so they could start there. Where are the Kelces from? Oh, Taylor is an Eagles fan. With my Eagles t-shirt
that doesn't help.
By the door. Why? His brother plays for the Eagles. They could talk about, like,
he
Taylor
just
at least
beat the Eagles.
But Taylor has, like, a knowledge of football. They could talk a little bit about that. They both have a deep knowledge of stadiums. They could talk about their favorite stadiums in the country.
This sounds like a horrible date. It sounds like a horrible date.
It's thin.
We talked about our favorite stadiums. Do you see her writing a lyric about that? I don't.
That bitch could write a lyric about anything, girlie.
Yeah.
Like, she'd find a way to make it stunning and poetic.
Yeah. So good luck, Travis. Keep up the good. Keep up your efforts, but don't get your hopes up.
Don't get your hopes up.
Our next story, Ariana Grande's boyfriend, Ethan Slater, files for divorce from his wife, Lilly Jay.
Yikes.
The SpongeBob the Musical live on stage star filed for divorce from his wife in New York Wednesday, according to legal documents obtained by Page Six. The official reason for the split was unclear, though, in the documents. This most recent development comes nearly a week after his relationship with Ari became public.
Wow, this is really adding insult to injury, like that he was the one to file.
Yeah, and this makes it much more real. I feel like you could always say, we don't have proof. There's that one picture of them at a cast dinner.
Right.
It doesn't really mean that much.
It could be speculative, like you could argue.
But Ethan, it's not too late to stop the papers. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, I think it's too late to stop the papers on her behalf. She's like, fuck this.
I don't know if Ethan came home this, like now, and it's just like a week or two of pain. Like, I think they could get through it.
No, I would never want to be with someone like that. Like, who, you know, he's not going to give up his career. This is what he does to make a living. So he's so easily swept up in like the Hollywood. You're on your first movie, dude. Like, like your 1-year-old is not even enough to keep you on the straight and narrow. I would never. Like, to me, it's such a, people make mistakes, but it's so indicative of a lack of integrity and like a character flaw. I would never.
I agree. And if I ever could, it would be incredibly hard. But like for the sake of a 1-year-old, they're also high school sweethearts. Like the roots run deep here.
It's so terrible. And I'm really curious. I don't know if it means anything. I've been told that it doesn't, like for who files. But why him?
I don't know.
Because he's running away with Ari?
Maybe Ari was like, get divorced.
No, and Ari literally in a week is going to be like, I never said that. Go home.
Literally. Ethan, stop.
No, I am hating this whole story. It's making me hate everyone involved. Like, I'm really not genuinely, I really try not to be a judgmental person. People make mistakes. I'm like very understanding of that. And I just try not to judge other people's life choices, but it's literally impossible for me not to judge, honestly, both of them. His poor judgment in sacrificing his family, his shalom bayit, and her for choosing him. Like, what?
No, also, sometimes when people act wrong in relationships, like we always say, if they stay together forever, like it would be okay.
It'll be worth it.
It would make it worth it. Like it's true love.
Yep.
Even if these two were to grow old together, never look at another person in their entire lives, I would still think it's wrong.
No, and of course, nothing in life is certain and nothing is guaranteed. But we know for certain that these two will not be together forever. They won't even be together for another month.
No, I know that. But I'm saying even if they were to be together, even if she marries him, they go to the London courthouse and they get married next week. Like, it doesn't change anything.
Agreed. It's really, this is a strong word, but it's despicable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm judging hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if any, divorce attorneys want to sound off in the comments, like, what does him filing mean? Does that give him an advantage? Does it give her an advantage? Like, let me know.
Yeah. Maybe he wants out. Like, maybe he doesn't want to be an adulterer.
Right. Or is he just, like, running away from his family?
Yeah, like, he fell in love with another woman and he wants his freedom.
This is humiliating for this man. Like, I hate this man.
Yeah. I don't know if I can see the movie.
It's giving tainted energy.
I don't know if I can support the project.
I know. We have to, as consumers,
consciously consume.
Our power. Yeah, that's
our power. Yeah.
Fuck him.
Are you ready for our next story?
Yeah.
Some surprising news as Selena Gomez is celebrating her kidney donor's birthday, Francia Raísa, amid the rumored feud. So Selena posted on Instagram for Francia Raísa's 35th birthday. She said, happiest of birthdays to this special human being. No matter where life takes us, I love you. As we all know, Francia donated a kidney to Selena, and then the terms of their friendship seemed to wane, ebb and flow.
And up until this morning, Francia was not even following Selena on Instagram, but Selena was following Francia.
Yeah.
The things that I have read and heard is that, and also, did you watch a documentary when Francia was talking about donating the kidney.
In Selena's documentary?
Yeah.
She wasn't in Selena's documentary.
I'm sorry. It wasn't that documentary. It was something. She talked about the experience. And she basically said, like, Selena found out that Francia was a match before Francia found out. So Selena brought the news to her, and Francia was like, I felt like I had no choice. Like, It wasn't this, like, you know, kumbaya, gorgeous moment, hallelujah. It was, like, fraught with peril. And then the two slowly, like, distanced themselves from one another and stopped liking each other's photos, whatever. And people started to notice. And the rumor was that, like, Francia was mad that, like, Selena hadn't changed, you know, her lifestyle choices with this new kidney and, like, wasn't properly taking care of it. And then, like, Francia was, like, done with her. Now, I think this post disproved that for a lot of people, even though it's weird that she made that post when Francia wasn't following her on Instagram. Francia followed her, like, this morning, and she posted this yesterday.
Yeah, the whole thing is weird. From top to bottom. It's been weird since she gave her the kidney and then you stopped talking to your kidney donor who was once your friend. Like, that's weird. Mm-hmm. If I've heard the rumors that you've heard about why they stopped talking because Selena didn't change her behavior. If I were her kidney donor, I'd be fucking pissed too. You take care of my kidney, wench.
Yeah. Take care of my kidney, wench. So, like,
but I feel like Selena has never acknowledged that there was beef between them, and, like, her kind of, like, delusionally posting for her birthday, like, as if everything's hunky-dory, isn't, like, it kind of jives with everything else that she does.
Yeah, but so why would Francia refollow her this morning?
I don't know. I think that signals that maybe they are on the mend.
Yeah. I feel like this was Selena's way of kind of shutting everyone up because people are always talking about this, asking questions. And Francia has, like, liked stuff on social media that would point to, like, her being resentful. Like, there's a lot there. People aren't making this up. So it felt like this was Selena's way of, like, appeasing everyone and being like, shut up. But I think it made people ask more questions, especially in the caption, you know, no matter where life takes us. It really sounds like something like you say to someone who you're not close with.
Yeah, and that, like, life has taken us to other places.
Other places, right.
But regardless of those places, I love you.
Which is a beautiful sentiment, and she should. You know, the girl gave her kidney.
Right.
This is one of those things in pop culture that's, like, such a mystery, and I would really, truly, genuinely love to know what the truth is. Like, you know, like, when you die, they're like, you can know anything. I'd be like, what the hell happened between these two? I'm so curious. It's the weirdest saga. And at first I would, like, had a feeling. I'm like, I feel like they're not friends anymore. And then everyone else started to think that and then point out, like, Francia liking stuff and commenting stuff on social media and, like, more proof. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's real.
It's so odd. Also, the photos from the carousel that she posted, like, do seem kind of dated. So it's not like they're, like, hanging out yesterday.
Actively.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely something that, you know, we should think about. You know, keep an eye out for Selena and Francia.
Yeah. And also the quote from her documentary where Selena said that Taylor was her only friend in the industry.
Yes, thank you. That is what I saw Francia comment on. Like, somebody had made a graphic, like a Selena fan account, of the moment in her documentary where Selena said that Taylor's her only friend in the industry. And Francia commented being like, wow.
I mean, wow.
And then Selena commented on a post showing Francia's comment. And Selena, like, replied back, like, very harshly. Like, I didn't mean, like, defending herself, very defensive. And that was, like, a full confirmation for people that these two were deeply unwell.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yes, Taylor, always in the middle of stuff.
Yeah. So maybe they have gotten back together and are seeing each other as friends once again, because I think it has to be that. Otherwise, why would Selena, like, give more light to this situation? I feel like it was finally quieting down. Like, we all just moved on and we're like, they're not friends anymore. That's weird, but that happens, I guess.
You know, I have a question that I'd like to ask our audience. Has anybody here given or received any sort of organ?
Okay.
What is your relationship like with that person? Do you see and talk to them every day? Is it, you know, was it someone you knew, or if it's just a donor from a list, like,
no,
that doesn't count. I'm talking about, like, somebody in your life who gave you, I can't relate to this relationship in any way, shape, or form. So if anybody is given or receiving an organ to someone in their life who they knew or currently know, what is your relationship like with that person?
I imagine it's good. I don't think they talk every day, but like, birthdays, holidays,
Weddings,
the big stuff, like you're always included and you have a special place in my heart.
You have a special place in my heart. Maybe that's what Selena was just trying to say.
Yeah. Let me read. Happiest of birthdays to this special human being. No matter where life takes us, I love you. That could mean like we're not friends whatsoever, but happy birthday and I love you for the kidney.
For the kidney.
For the kidney.
It's definitely a unique situation. I'll say that.
It is. It is a unique situation.
It's unlike any other story we've ever talked about on The Toast. It's honestly one of the most mind-boggling stories. Like, like this girl literally gave you her kidney and you're going to be mad at her. Like, somebody gives you their kidney, like they could literally run you over with a car. Like you can't be mad at them.
Well, no, I think like Francia was mad at Selena.
Yeah.
That's
and then I think Selena got mad at Francia for being mad at her.
Yeah, and then they stopped being friends, and so Selena said that thing, like, I only have one friend in the industry, and then Francia was like, even though I hate you, like, I still gave you a kidney.
In defense of Selena, what she was, I think, saying at that time in her documentary really had nothing to do with Francia, and like, yes, Francia is completely in the industry, but there are about 10 people in the world who could relate to the level of fame that Selena Gomez has, and Taylor Swift happens to be her best friend. So I really don't think it was a slight at Francia. Francia, yeah, of course is famous, but Francia is not even close to the level of like the lack of privacy, all of the things that really only Taylor, Selena, and a handful of other people on the planet know what that's like.
Yeah.
But she definitely should be more, conscious of her words when she's dealing with.
Yeah, because then I'm like, okay, is Nicola a friend in the industry?
Yes. No, but not. Nicola's the same as Francia.
Right. Okay.
And they're both levels beneath Taylor.
Yeah. Are you ready for our next story?
No.
You're not.
It is our next story that's brought to you by eBay. Is that perchance the one you're talking about?
Perchance it is.
Perchance. Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Jackie and I love to invest. Jackie loves to invest, and Jackie also loves to motivate others to invest. Mm-hmm. So whether it's purses, clothing, shoes, we are always making sure to shop smart with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. eBay authenticators are there, verifying every detail of your purchase. So eBay Authenticity Guarantee protects buyers from fakes and gives them the assurance that they're getting the real deal. What is worse than spending time, money, energy, scouring the internet, finding your next investment, only to later find out that you have been scammed? It's the Wild West out here on the internet, and we got to be smart. We got to be, conscious consumers, as we were saying earlier, and eBay's out here trying to help the conscious consumer. With eBay Authenticity Guarantee, you'll never get faked over again. The service currently covers eligible items across sneakers, watches, handbags, jewelry, and streetwear. We feel more confident in ordering online, knowing that an expert at eBay is authenticating our items. Any purchase backed by Authenticity Guarantee is sent to the authentication team, who personally inspect the item, check it against the listing, and authenticate it. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Ensure your next purchase is the real deal with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms.
Thank you, Termsia.
Termsia, you're welcome.
Okay, our next story.
Jackie. Termsia Raísa.
Our next story is a little collab news.
Collab X.
Not what you would think, though. Drake is bringing Snapchat on tour using AR filter on the crowds. So just listen. What? Drake is joining forces with Snapchat to bring one of the social media platform's most popular filters with him on tour, and the results are quite the sight to see. So he recently started using a new feature on crowd shots at his show, like where they show the crowd and it goes up on the screen. But you know that AR filter from Snapchat where it looks like the person's crying?
Yes.
That's like their most popular filter. So now when he plays his song Laugh Now, Cry Later, the screen shows audience members with the Snapchat lens on their face, like crying.
That's very funny. Drake is kind of like making waves with this tour. Maybe it's only because it was just in New York and everyone I knew went. And And I guess he has this thing where he asks people to like throw their bras on stage.
Oh, I didn't see that. And I actually, we were talking on the Redheads yesterday because Dana went to the Drake show in New York 2 nights ago with Zach. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about how like this tour is actually making no waves.
Well, okay.
And also, why is he doing 2 nights at Barclays and 2 nights at MSG? Like, could he do 1 night at MetLife? It's also kind of weird that like he isn't doing the stadium tour when like he's Drake.
Yeah, I wonder why. That's actually
and he's on tour with 21 Savage.
Yeah, I think they could sell out MetLife.
So why don't they?
I wonder if you make more money. Touring is so interesting. Like to do like one stadium show, like the way I know that it works, okay, for like my level of touring is like you can play the Beacon Theater like 4 times and sell as many tickets as 1 time at Radio City. So you would think, oh, why don't I just do 1 time at Radio City? You do 4 shows at Beacon Theater, you'll make like triple, maybe more the money. So sometimes like for a lot of comedians who can do like 1 night at Radio City or 1 night and then at MSG, 1 night at MSG, it's an expensive, you pay a lot of fees. So you could do 1 night at MSG or 6 nights at Radio City. Like you make way more money at the smaller venue doing it multiple times. So it could be a money thing. I don't know how it works for stadiums though.
That was my guess, because if he's doing 4 arenas, right? That's what they are. Then he could probably sell out MetLife. And he's also like one of the biggest artists in the world. Like I think he could sell it out.
He definitely could.
But it must be just about profits.
Or it was about scheduling, because like right now, post-COVID, this is like the first summer of arena tours where like Beyonce, Taylor, Ed Sheeran, Luke Combs, and Morgan Wallen are all playing arenas. So it's hard to get dates. Like everyone's competing. I mean, Taylor must have done it first because she booked every fucking American stadium weekend for the summer. Like literally she's been on tour since it's been nice out. Like when did the tour start? May? She was May to August.
What are there, 40 stadiums in the country, let's just say?
Yeah.
And there's 4 touring artists going to stadiums? 5.
Yeah, I guess.
No one was at MetLife this weekend.
You're definitely competing like for, because then you also have to think about, okay, so Taylor Swift played MetLife this weekend. Why can't Ed Sheeran play it the next one? Then you're also just competing for people's money. Like disposable income is only so, it's not unlimited. So people are going to decide, oh, in this month, Beyonce and Taylor are coming to my town. Most people are going to be like, well, I'm going to go to one.
Okay.
It's also expensive. I'm just guessing here.
Just guessing. But anyways, Drake did come to New York this week, signaling to us that he's on tour.
And now I'm like hearing so much about it.
What'd you hear?
It just sounds like a great time. Everyone's throwing stuff on stage, but he asks people to do that. Not like in the way, Kelsey Ballerini or Pink or BB Rexa was.
Right. And I like this Snapchat partnership. I think that's so funny.
Me too. Really cute. But I also think that the filter that I'm thinking of is on TikTok. I'm sure it's really similar.
Yeah. It looks like to be the same, where it's like that crying face.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's funny.
Yeah.
Drake is a funny guy.
Yeah, he is. And this is Ingenuity.
And Drake's on a podcast. Did you see?
I did see.
Did we talk about this on The Toast?
No, but what is that podcast? It's like parody.
Yeah, okay, so she is a TikToker. I've seen her on TikTok a bunch. And she does like a lot of mom content, which I was so surprised that he went on. Especially because this is her 3rd episode ever.
What? But also so I saw a clip from the podcast and it was so awkward, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's her shtick.
Right. I was like, is this girl okay? Like Drake just burned like her at the stake. And then I went to the show page. I was watching more clips and they're all kind of like that.
That's her thing.
I think I saw a comment like it's kind of like Between Two Ferns, where it's like an unbelievable, not to be believed interview.
Yes, she has like this character that she plays.
It was really funny. I fell for it.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's just crazy that she launched a podcast and her 3rd guest ever was Drake. I mean, her 3rd episode ever.
Was he just like a fan of her TikTok?
He must be. He's like an internet user, I feel like he probably like found her and just thought she was funny.
Which is
really
so
funny.
Crazy. Yeah.
You love to see Drake out here supporting women in podcasting.
You do.
And the only other show I feel like he's went on even somewhat recently is that what the fuck is it called? Caleb Presley. What's his show called? Ice Cream Sunday.
I don't know it.
That blonde hair guy with he has long blonde hair, and it's a Barstool show.
It's called Ice Cream Sunday.
Yeah.
Does he have another show?
He's like all over Barstool.
Okay.
And he was also recently on Theo Von.
Who? Caleb. I've heard of Caleb, and like Luke did his show.
And so if you watch his show, it's very similar that he's like playing a character and he asks like weird questions and he makes it awkward. So that's obviously like Drake's brand of humor.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. At least, he's consistent.
I dig it. Are you ready for our fifth and final story?
Yes.
Mattel executives are talking about their next Hollywood moves and establishing a Mattel universe. So the new CEO of Mattel, who has a vision for turning the storied toy company into an IP-driven machine, is essentially creating a Mattel cinematic universe. Now with the immense success of Barbie, the path is clear for Mattel to make whatever they want, and they already have a ton of projects in the works with A-list partners attached. So they have dozens of children's toys and on their film slate, and now 14 Mattel properties are in active development, including Barney, which we did discuss a few weeks ago, Polly Pocket starring Lily Collins, and
directed by Lena Dunham,
Thomas and Friends, American Girl, and many more.
American Girl.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots starring Vin Diesel.
I feel like they're on their way, and probably what they modeled it after is like Marvel.
Yeah, that's
DC. Like,
yep. They have all
really
these characters. And the characters already have stories, and they already have audiences. And now they'll be like,
crossovers, like how Avengers Endgame had like 4 different franchises, and they'll have like Barbie, the Bratz dolls, Polly Pocket, all go on one adventure.
Yeah.
It's very smart. I'm surprised that like up until this point they hadn't done any films.
Yeah, I think it will get a little
tiresome.
Yes, but also a little confusing, because I think Barbie was like the perfect movie to make for adults about a children's toy, but like are all of these going to be for millennials? Like that's a little weird if we're all watching kids characters all the time.
Yeah, because Barbie was not for kids. Not that it was inappropriate in any way, it was just kind of mature.
Yeah, and it was for adults. Like when it's a kids movie,
who grew up playing Barbie.
Yeah, when it's a kids movie, it's like the kids go and and the parents go, but not childless people.
It was for adults. It was for like millennials.
Right. So like Polly Pocket starring Lily Collins, like who's that for?
And also, I don't like Polly Pocket is obviously iconic. We've all heard of it, but I don't know if we all have this. Barbie was really, you're right, perfect, because Barbie was when it came out and ever since, a global, like it shifted the culture. Like it was this insane franchise. And I don't know if Polly Pocket had that impact.
Yeah. I think American Girls are really good, even though they have been making American Girl movies. So like don't knock.
They've made movies for American Girl doll?
Yeah. Kit Kittredge, starring Anna Sophia Robb.
Oh, yes. Anna Sophia. I love her.
And it was a great movie. And I saw it as a kid.
But then it was obviously for kids.
Yeah, that was for kids. But I feel like the Barney one that we were talking about is like targeted for millennials. Like once in a while, it's cute and nostalgic for millennials to like go back and watch their favorite characters as kids. But like 14 movies of kids' toys, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not good. That's not good.
Well, I think they would consider Barbie a major success, so I don't think they've been deterred from their plan.
I know, but I'm just saying to you, like, if we're playing Raven-Symoné, this all sounds well and good. I just could see it getting sticky when, like, I'm going to sit down to watch Polly Pocket.
And, that really begs the question, what about a Raven-Symoné film?
Well, a lot of these films have studios and producers, but they don't have stars yet. So there is opportunity. Maybe Raven could play an American Girl doll.
But I want Raven's mind. I want Raven producing one of these. She's a real talent.
Hot Wheels is getting a movie directed by J.J. Abrams.
Oh.
But he's a good director. What did he do?
Lost.
Yeah, so it's like going to be psychological, Hot Wheels?
But he could do anything, whatever, He's also Gracie Abrams' father. I think a lot of people don't know that. Star Wars and Star Trek. But the description has the adaptation as grounded and gritty.
The film will have characters, real characters that you can relate to that are three-dimensional, that have emotional journeys. Look at any J.J. Abrams movie. All of his movies have an incredible story and incredible characters. That was something that was important to him.
Okay, I mean, it's literally toy cars. Everybody needs to calm down.
Hot Wheels. This is what I'm saying.
It's Hot Wheels. It's Hot Wheels. No, it's a little serious. It's a little serious.
And you know how they described the Barney one, which if you missed that episode, they described it as an A24 type of surrealistic movie.
Right, I remember that. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know, but I feel like it was gonna have like a dark, like, psychological thriller aspect
Element,
to it.
Yeah. Unique. You know, much like everything else, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
And those are the Fast Five.
Those are the Fast Five.
Certainly needed to know every single one of them.
I think that you did.
Yeah, 100%.
I think you're better off for it.
We've got one more episode tomorrow. And that's it. That's really all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
Yep. Shall I lead us out, Jacqueline? Anything else you want to say?
Please lead us out.
Thank you so much for listening to the Toast the Millennium Morning Show, where we deliver the Fast Five stories you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found. So Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, Castbox, all the places where we listen to podcasts. Find us, the Toast, leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, stunning, and wickedly talented we are. Hope you guys have an amazing day. We'll see you tomorrow for Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, get down Friday. Bye.
Love ya. Bye.